You know the feeling. You wake up in the morning, you can't really remember what you did yesterday, you feel guilty, maybe even a little bit nauseous. You're suffering from a hangover, probably a shopping hangover. A shopping hangover is when you buy a lot of stuff that you didn't intend to. Swipe, 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 swipe. No concept of what you're actually buying, and you've totally gone over budget. The next morning you wake up and you can't even breathe and you've got that guilt. Well, today I'm gonna give you my 5 best tips on how not to overspend when you're shopping and avoid the dreaded shopping hangover. Tip number 1 is to shop with a buddy. Just choose that buddy accordingly. When you go to the mall, set your intention as to what it is that you're going to buy that day and tell your shopping friend. And therefore, if you actually end up spending more than that, it might get a little awkward. That person's going to hold you accountable to your shopping goals. So when you get in that mindset of like buy, there's someone there that's going to maybe even judge you. So my second tip is to avoid big box stores as much as possible. Ever walk into a big box store with the plan to spend about 30 bucks on like toilet paper and paper towel, and then you walk out spending $300 on a bunch of stuff that you don't even remember? That's called a shopping binge at a big box store. It's because big box stores have everything that you need in one spot, even on your way out in the checkout line. They're built to be like that. So if you have to go to every single different store for, your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker, it's really, really inconvenient for you to overshop because you have to actually take the time to go to the store. So avoiding going to big box stores where it's really convenient to overspend is a great way to avoid a shopping binge and a shopping hangover. My third tip is don't drive. When you drive, you make it really convenient for yourself to buy too much stuff that you can load into a car and just drive it home. If you walk, bike, or take public transit, then you're always aware while you're shopping of what you can carry when you're actually walking and what you can take home. This way, even if you wanted to impulse buy, you won't because you won't be able to get all your junk home. So make sure that you don't take the car if you don't want to impulse shop. So tip number 4, I have a love-hate relationship with. My tip is to put yourself on a budget and only take out enough cash for what you want to spend that day. Ballin'. Using cash is a great way to actually stick to your budget and avoid overspending, but by using cash, you're foregoing those extra points and perks of spending on a credit card. So tip number 5, just breathe. When you're in that mode where you really, really, really want to impulse buy, count back from 20, taking really deep breaths. And at the end of that, ask yourself, do I need this or do I want this? If the answer is need, then you've actually made a conscious decision to buy it, and that's okay. If the answer is want, now you know that you're just impulse buying. Put it back on the shelf and back away slowly. You'll be so proud of yourself. Avoid impulse shopping. Follow these 5 tips and you'll never wake up with a shopping hangover again. You should subscribe if you've ever opened up your shopping bag and have no recollection of actually buying it because you were in such an impulse buy mode.